Hey guys, welcome to Bullion Bullz, where we go through a more systematic and mechanical approach on this channel. Let's quickly go through the chart. What we're looking today is, let's mark out our previous day high and previous day low. So we're going to mark out our previous day high, our previous day low. This is an exercise I like to do pretty much every single time I start my trading day. This tells me how is the price moving with regards to the previous day. We want to mark out the previous 2-hour high and the 2-hour low. This is something I've been doing recently. I'm marking out the previous 2-hour high and the 2-hour low. This tells me, okay, is the price ranging? If the price is ranging, I'm not interested, right? I mark out the support and resistance on the 30-minute time frame. So we're seeing that we're testing this resistance right here, and then we have this support right here, okay? So we're within this range, and then this is another resistance that we have after this, right? So now we go to 1-minute chart. Now we have a more clear picture of what's happening. We have the two supports, so we have the support and then we have the resistance. We have the next resistance. We have the previous 2-hour high, 2-hour low, 2-hour high, and then we have the previous day low and the previous day. Where's the previous day high? Let me see. Oh yeah, previous day high right here. So we're above the previous day high right now. This tells me we're bullish. What we're doing right now is we're waiting for the news. So guys, remember we always check Forex Factory. So today is March 31st and we see, okay, we have news at 8 a.m. Remember, whenever we have news at 8 a.m., we always will trade 15 to 20 minutes after the news. Because these events are, pivotal events. They can have significant impact on the markets. So that's why we don't want to be trading, prior to the news event. So we'll be waiting for the news event to pass. And once it passes, we will have a more directional move within the market. Okay. Let's quickly go through where the market stands as of right now. Okay, I'm just going to turn off the VWAP session. So I'm going to turn off the volume weighted average price and we see, okay. So if we go to 30-minute, we see, okay, 30-minute is on the bias side, it's bullish. On 15 minutes, it's bullish. On 5-minute, we are bullish. And on 1 minute, we are bullish. So overall, our bias for the day is going to be bullish. Okay, so our bias for the day is going to be bullish. And now we're looking for structure. So we don't really see any structure here. We see a range within that tight range, like within that range, price is moving within a range. Okay, so we're not seeing any price structure. Something we want to see would be something like this, where we have higher highs and higher lows, a nice clean price action, but I don't see it here yet. Okay, so what we're going to wait for is we're going to wait for that price structure to establish. Next thing we want to see if this is above 2, which it is above 2, right? It's above 2. We have buyers dominating, we have sellers, lagging behind. So right now we're just going to wait and see how the market responds, especially with regards to news. Yeah, remember, like, this is giving us an insight into what the market is doing currently. If we go to NASDAQ quickly, we'll see it's pumping. But the market is a bit choppy right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for, again, we're going to wait for the news because it's going to have a significant impact on the price or the price action within the market. So right now we're just going to wait. We're not in a rush. We're going to wait for our setups to form. And once our setup forms, we will execute without hesitation, right? We'll execute without hesitation. But for right now, we're just going to wait and we're going to see, okay, where we stand. like overall. So bias is going to be bullish. So we're looking for bullish trades. We want to see a nice price action where the price starts to trend above the band. And we also want to see volume starting to pick up as well. Once volume picks up and once site starts dominating, those are the times when we will have high probability trade setups. Remember, we're going to be waiting for right now, just waiting to see if we can, you know, find a good trade opportunity. It totally depends on once the news comes out what happens. Okay, so other than that, like, I feel like there's not a lot going on right now. Let's wait till the news, guys. Let's wait till the news, and we'll be back. Okay, so let's wait till the news. I'm just gonna turn on the music for you guys to enjoy. Meanwhile, we wait for the news to drop. Okay, we will be starting trading. We'll start trading 20 minutes after the news event drops. So, and we'll see how the news impacts the market. But our trading would start 20 minutes after the news event. Okay. Yeah, guys, it's 3 minutes to news. 2 minutes to news, actually. Let's see how the volume plays out. We're seeing prices closed, is above the previous day high. So we saw price created a new high, and now it's creating another high. And this is the next resistance level that we would want to see price test. Volume is looking pretty strong. We're already above 2 here. All we're waiting for is time to align, which is we want to see news drop at 8 or at 8 a.m. So yeah, news is about to pretty much come at any time within a minute. So this is where we would want to see price is already above the previous day high, so we know price is bullish. Now we want to see if news further intensifies the move. So let's see, guys. Let's wait. Not in a rush here. Let's wait, guys. It's 40 seconds to the news. Okay. 20 seconds to the news. Let's see. Let's see what happens. This is our next resistance level. Okay. So, okay. So we're just gonna wait, guys. No trade for right now. Okay. Okay, let's see quickly. So it's what is this? Number of job openings during the reported period actually greater. Let's see. Greater than the forecast is good for the dollar. Good for currency. So if it's good for currency, then it should be bad for gold. Let's wait for 15 minutes, guys. I'm not in a rush. If we get a sustained move for the rest of the day, we will see price, nicely pushing up. So for right now, we're just going to wait, not really taking any trades. It's better to just have patience and wait. Yeah, like even with indicators, you need to have like a framework that you follow. So with our strategy, we follow a framework. We're still looking bullish right now overall. We're seeing now price structure turn bullish. We're seeing volume starting to pick up as well. Let's see if we can, see a nice push to the upside. Yeah, wait for 15 minutes for news to fully impact the market, because it could be that we might just reverse and push down. In that case, we will have to wait for everything to get aligned, and then potentially we'll look for trade setups. Let's see, is price above VWAP? Yeah, price is above VWAP. How is our auction looking? Price is trading above auction, so this is really, really good actually. This tells me that we are overall bullish in the market right now. So let's see, guys. This is above 2 anyways, so it should be good. But I want to see more volume coming in. Like I don't see a lot of volume in the price in the market right now. But yeah, this is this is a level that price can achieve. However, if dollar is pushing up, it was good for currency, but dollar is coming down. So we gotta wait, guys. We gotta wait. Like there's contradictory evidence happening here. So we need to see how the market like settles within the next 15 to 20 minutes. And then, we would be looking to see if we can find any trades, if we can get any trades set up based on our analysis, based on our setups. If they do present themselves, then we would take them based on, their classification. So let's wait, not in a rush. If we do get a nice setup, we will see a continuation move happening in the market. But right now we're not seeing anything, so we're just gonna wait. But we are overall bullish right now. We are bullish, so we'll see how the market, eventually turns. But right now we're bullish. We might be able to capture a small move of the big move, but we have to see if we have everything aligning. So right now, I don't see volume picking up a lot. So I don't like trading when there is not a lot of volume in the market. So especially right now, I don't see a lot of volume. So I wouldn't be entering anything, even though we see it above 2 here. But I want to see volume, backing the move. If there's no volume backing the move, I would be reluctant in taking any of those moves. So I'll just wait. I'm not in a rush. So let's see, guys, what happens. Yeah, you want to see a lot of volume backing it, and that's why we call it like pressure, flow, because for flow we want to see a lot of we want to see price flowing in the direction of the pressure. So if there is pressure coming, let's say from the top on the sell side, then the flow will be towards the bear side, right? But if the pressure is coming from the bottom, then the flow will be up, would be on the bull side. So let's wait, guys. Not in a rush. Not in a rush today. We're gonna wait patiently, because it's really important that you don't really force trading. Like I'm this is a journey for everyone, for you guys, for me. I finally started using my strategy in a way that has made me profitable. So this is something that I am now sharing with everyone once I've worked on this strategy for quite a while. But yeah, my strategy revolves around volume. I like to see a lot of volume in the market supporting the price action. So let's say if the price is moving up, I want to see a lot of buying coming in. If there's not a lot of buying coming in supporting the move, I'm not interested in buying at all. So yeah, like we're gonna wait for 15 to 20 minutes for volume to start coming in. Yeah, and it does mean that sometimes you'll miss you'll miss the move, but like once the price settles, the dust settles, you'll be able to find much cleaner uh, and good continuations in the market. Yeah, like a lot of people who will be forcing trades right now, but if they have the trend master, if they're using the, let's say following the trend master indicator, they would know where the volume is flowing. So we see right now the volume started to flow into this M and Q. So look at that, like M and Q starting to reverse. We're seeing M and Q pushing a lot of volume to the sell side, and now we want to see, we want to see everything turning sell. But right now everything is bullish. This could just be a pullback, right? This could be a pullback, and then price can just reverse from this level. So let's see, guys. I'm not in a rush. I'm gonna wait for our setup to form. So we see buyers are still lagging. Sellers are dominating in the market. So this is a pullback in a bigger trend. So we're gonna wait for right now. Uh, not in a rush because we still have like almost an hour 30 minutes of stream left. So we'll see if we can find an opportunity depending on if what the market presents us. Remember, on this channel we are solely focused on volume. So if you see, like right now we're seeing a lot of volume starting to come in to MNQ, but this is above 2 plus 2. So this tells me overall on higher time frame and everything we're bullish. So unless it turns red or it goes below, let's say 2, was like 1.4, 1.2, like that. Okay, there you go. So now we're seeing sell. So price is, if this goes below 2, that's when we want to be looking in to see if price is going to start continuing pushing down. Remember, this is the candle where this went red. So this is just for practice, guys, to show you guys how our setups work. But overall, this has turned, it's still above 2. So we're going to wait for this to go below 2. However, if you see, the structure is still bullish. So we want to see, everything turning bullish or bearish. And that's going to be those are going to be our best setups to take, right? So right now, oil is kind of in a range. We see gold is trying to push to the sell side. NASDAQ, MNQ, and YM, Dow Jones is trying to move to the sell side as well. So let's see MNQ. We're seeing price, showing us that it wants to push down. However, we want to see, evidence of price pushing down, right? So right now, price is above the band. It's retesting the band, and the potential reversal can come from here. So we gotta wait because we want to see nice price action to the bottom of the band, and then we want to see volume supporting that price action, and we also want to see the oscillator pointing towards our bias of the day. So the bias till now is bullish. We're bullish still we're bullish on a higher time frame level. We're bullish. So what we're waiting for right now is we're waiting for price is potentially pulling back, and then we can see buyers coming in and then starting to push the price back up. But yeah, like right now we'll wait. We're almost 11 minutes after the news. We want to wait minimum 15 to 20 minutes for price to settle, and then potentially we will look for a good trade setup. Okay, so we see, guys, gold is starting to pick up, but the buyers are not dominating. So there's not a lot of buyers behind the move. So we're gonna wait for now. I'm not in a rush. We're gonna quickly go and mark out our support and resistance. Okay, so this is our support. This is support, this is resistance. Price has broken the resistance. On the daily, we look at price has gone above the previous day high, right? Price has gone above the previous day high right here, right? On a 2-hour chart, we're trading outside the range. We're outside the range. We're trading above the previous day, previous 2-hour candle, right? So we're gonna wait and see if price wants to come back in, because we're not gonna enter until we see price closing outside the 2-hour range, right? So we're pretty much right now at the 2-hour range, inside the 2-hour range. Remember, we want to see price, we want to see volume backing the move. If the volume is backing the move, that's when we want to be looking to trade the buy side. So Trendmaster indicator actually gives you a lot of insight, right? It gives you a lot of insight. It tells you, okay, so we're looking bullish right now, even though we're looking bullish, but there's no volume in the market. So we're not going to be, taking any trades right now. We're just going to wait for now. See a nice setup to form. We are bullish on the oscillator. We are bullish on the structure, and we are still waiting for buyers to start dominating the buy side. So let's see what happens, guys. Not in a rush. When pressure is above 2 on the sell side, that's a warning sign. You don't want to be buying these levels because price can literally just start pushing down. So we're just gonna wait for now, not in a rush. A lot of the times at whenever the news is at 8, like you might see just a choppy market later on. But let's see how the market responds today. So yeah, like anyone joining us, these are 30-minute support and resistance. We have our band, then we have we mark out the 2-hour high and the 2-hour low, and then we also have our daily high and the daily low. So we're trading above the daily high. We did create a high and then created a low and then a new high and then a new low, right? So now we want to see if volume wants to come in, and then we want to break this level and push to this side, and potential stop could be right underneath this level. We did not see any signal coming out, so that should be like a warning sign as well, that we might be choppy. So we just want to wait for right now and see if we can find an opportunity to take a trade setup to this end based on our volume domination, right? Okay, so this is 3. This is buyers are starting to dominate here. We potentially might just look for trade setup here as soon as buyers start to come in. But we want to see buyers starting to come in. This is good. Potential stop is gonna be right at this level, 4634. This is gonna be a minimum $1,000 trade. 46 is gonna be 4634. 4634, and we're gonna wait for our trade setup to form. The market is choppy, but I want to see volume starting to dominate. If it dominates, then potentially we would plan our setup. It's mainly one of the setups where if price breaks out of the previous day high, we want to see a new high getting created, and then that high getting broken, and then a new high getting created, and then a new low. So we take the break of the high with the stop at the low. But we want to see volume starting to dominate. If there's no volume behind the move, we might not be entering any trades. Remember, it just depends on our volume, right? It depends on the volume. Like I don't see volume, supporting the move. So if volume is not supporting the move, we might want to see a pullback and then a reversal. Let's see what happens. Like I'm not in a rush, but yeah, like where I want to take a trade is a continuation trade would be something I would be looking for. Continuation of this trend to this resistance level right there. Yeah, I want to see this level broken with force for me to then trade to this side. But that is going to be that is one of my setups where I try to look for continuation setups. But I don't see volume supporting continuation setups right now. So I want to be waiting for continuation setup to form. The setup is there, but there's no volume. If there was volume backing the setup, we would have broken this level and just pretty much gone straight there. Um, let's see. Yeah, sellers are dominating right now in the market. And also, if you don't understand the market, because remember, like a lot of the times, what's going to happen is you're going to do your analysis, and sometimes the analysis is going to come out, shining. Other times, you might not have the right analysis, and it's perfectly normal because markets are made that way. You'll do everything right, and you'll make a mistake. So we're going to wait for this to start pushing up. This is a very nice push. If we see some sort of, break or we get a supporting level, okay, 4637 is where we want to be pushing our stops. I want to see, okay, price is looking pretty good, but I want to see volume helping us, pass this level with strong volume coming in, right? I'll try to take $1,000 trade here. It's mainly because this is one of the best setups that I have in the playbook. If it plays out with volume, we would see a very, very nice continuation move. But yeah, like it's just that the price is stalling. So this is something that we need to keep in mind. That volume is not getting supported. Like we're not seeing price being supported with volume. However, we're still bullish. We're seeing, okay, auction is looking strong. So yeah, we want to see volume coming in. If volume comes in, supports the move, we would see a good move to the upside. This is still below 2. Above 2 on the negative side. So that's another thing we want to keep an eye on. So overall market is bearish right now on the pressure side. So we want to wait for this to turn +2. So blue and 2. And then this has to definitely go above this, right? So we want to see buyers dominating the sellers. We want to see pressure going above 2. And then we want to see flow also being above 2 as well. So let's see what happens. We might see, we might have to wait for the 30-minute candle close because that will give us a more clear direction. But right now we're just going to wait. There's no clear direction in the market. Market is pretty sideways right now. We're seeing a ranging market condition. We're seeing ranging market conditions in New York, in NASDAQ, sorry. And then we're seeing a one-sided move in Dow Jones. If you see that, volume is starting to come in, and we're seeing a lot of volume starting to just dump the price on YM, which is Dow Jones, right? And might see gold also dumping as well because of this pressure right here. So yeah, like this is the kind of move I'm looking for. Normally I would want to wait for a one-sided move, which is going to be something like this. Let's see. Yeah. So we're seeing a lot of buyers, disappearing and sellers starting to jump in. And we want to see this above 2. And then we want to see price, pushing nicely below the band. We're seeing we want to see oscillator on the sell side. So everything needs to point to the sell side for us to, eventually take our trade setup. Yeah, we might want to wait for our 30-minute close here because our 30-minute close will give us more indication of how the candle closes and potentially which side the volume might be pivoting towards. We're seeing oil starting to pump again. Yeah, oil is picking up. When oil starts picking up, everything starts dumping. So that's another sign you want to be keeping an eye on. Is okay, oil pumps, everything else dumps. Let's see oil. Oil is starting to pick up. But we're still in this bear trend right now. Within oil, we're still in the bear trend. So we want to wait for a potential, a bullish trend, which is going to be, price trading nicely above the band with the oscillator in the blue. And we want to see, so right now, oil is still in like this short-term bearish trend. Let's see what happens. Like I'm not really waiting. Like I'm waiting for right now just to see how the volume starts responding, because we want to see a break above this high with a stop below the low, and then target is going to be this right here. This is a setup which is in addition to setups that do form as part of the signals here. We're 7 minutes to the close. Yeah, this is the kind of setup you're looking for right here. So trading this and then taking that level right there. Actually, only 1 to 1.5 is what we target right here. Yeah, would be something like this, right? We're gonna see volume coming in, volume jumping in, this going above 2, and then potentially a push to the upside. Yeah, oil is ranging right now. 30-minute is looking bullish. We're going above. Let's say if we close above this support level. Let's see what happens. Like if this goes above 2, we're starting to see flow starting to dominate as well. Volume starting to come in. We're seeing buyers starting to dominate. We want to see this going above 2. If this goes above 2, we're looking to, take the upside. Let's see if we can see if we're able to find an opportunity. Again, we've got to wait for volume to align. We want to wait for pressure to pick up. And that's when we will be able to see clear moves, right? Okay, so NASDAQ is starting to push. Already NASDAQ has pushed up 400 points today. So yeah, we're seeing a very, very nice day in terms of indices. Indices are making very, very nice move. If you look at NASDAQ, NASDAQ is trading pretty much sideways since 8 a.m. But like overall it's been pushing up. Let's see if gold wants to do anything today. Let's see. But yeah, like entry would be somewhere here. That's the kind of setup you're looking for. But and we can only take the setup until we see volume starting to dominate. If there's no volume, there's no setup basically. And that's the part of trading. Sometimes you'll do everything right and you will not find any setup. And sometimes you will have everything and you will find your setup. So it just depends on the particular day. It depends on the context of the market on that day. It depends on your price structure, your potential resistance. We would want to see price push to this level right here, especially when we're seeing indices push as well. However, oil is starting to dominate as well. Like it's starting to be on the buy side. I want to see this pretty much saying on the sell side, while gold starts this move to the upside. Let's see. Yeah, this is still below 2. Yeah, this is negative, right? Negative 2.49. We want to see this positive 2. We want to see volume picking up, breaking this with volume. Stop's going to be right below this candle, right below the low right here at 4636. And then we're going to target this high right here. Okay. Okay, it's 2 minutes to the candle close. How is the candle closing? Okay. So yeah, we're closing above the support or resistance right here. So we want to see price push to this level right here. That's the next resistance basically. So let's see if we can, close above, close basically above this 30-minute support, 30-minute resistance, and the volume needs to pick up as well. Okay, volume is picking up. Any close above this, we will try to take a buy with a stop right here. It's going to be 4654, target 1000. Stop is going to be pretty much right here at 4634. 634, and stop take profit is going to be 4684. 4684. Let's see, guys, if we close above the level, I'll close above and we target the high. Okay. $1.69, $1.71. Come on. Yeah, this is the kind of move we're looking for right here. So it's gonna be this to here, from here. We enter here, stop goes here, and then we target here. Let's see if we can see if we can get a nice buy pressure coming in. Yeah, we want to see this close above this level, and then we target this resistance with a stop right below the support. This is 1.36. Sorry. Yeah, volume is pretty much 1-to-1. I want to see this push at least above 2. This is when, we want to be looking to take a nice entry. But if it closes above, we will take it. Take the trade, because it's a setup that we have seen work. So places high, creates a new low, creates a new high, and we target the break of the high to the upside. Let's see. Yeah, everything is looking bullish. This is still at 1.52, so and the band is still pushing up. So let's see how the market responds. Yeah, this was one of our best setups. Like if we do not see, price pushing up, might market just not be our day today. So we'll just wait for now. Yeah, normally I would just risk the maximum on this type of setup because these are type of setups that would potentially give us higher risk to reward ratio. Today we don't see it overall. Uh, let's see. Yeah, the market has dominated clearly on the sell side. We want to see price potentially breaking this level and then pushing down. I hope, like, I want to see it reverse because everything is pointing towards bull side, but this happens sometimes, like when everything will be pointing towards bull side, but you will not get the bull move. You will not get the bullish move, and the price might just be at the end of its run. So let's see if we can see. We can wait for price to just give us a move. Yeah, I might just close this trade for a small loss, which is fine. Because sellers are clearly dominating the market right now. Because oil is starting to pump, right? So that's one of the reasons, we're seeing buyers starting to lose momentum and let's start sellers starting to take control. Let's see if we can push. Let's see. Sellers are clearly dominating the market right now with buyers starting to step in on the oil. So I'm just going to close pretty much here with a small loss because there's no point of holding this trade to a loss because oil is starting to pump and gold is starting to dump. So that's one of the reasons we closed our trade. And yeah, so if that is the case, then that was the only trade we're going to take today. Market is pretty much trying to move to the sell side. So we're not going to be looking to buy any trade setup right now, at least. Unless we see one side volume dominating. Yeah, I feel like there might be a news that came out because of the way price was moving. We might had some news that came out. Yes, IRGC will target US companies in the region as of April 1st in retaliation for attacks on Iran. And this is one of the reasons gold is pushing up and uh, gold is pushing down and oil is pushing up. So yeah, this is one of the main reasons that we are seeing market behave this way. In an ideal condition, if there were no news, we would see price push here. But since we're seeing this uh, retaliation from the IRGC, the Iranian force, this means that gold should start dumping and then oil should start, pushing up. So yeah, it's a lot of the stuff happens with news basically. So like especially during the New York session, it's really important that you're keeping an eye on the news. Let's see if MNQ is giving us any opportunities. It's pretty much everything is pointing to the bull side, but we are overall we are bullish. So we might not just find any entries today. Basically, like I think we're gonna just wait and watch. Okay, so yeah, like we're pretty much done for the day, I guess. Like not really, not a lot happening in the market right now. We're on the sell side anyways, um, so we're just gonna wait. Let's see. Yeah, it was a breaking news event that happened at 8:34. So this is something we need to keep an eye on going forward. That news has to be part of our trading these days. You need to make sure that you're keeping eye on the news because that's where a sudden shift in movement, price movement can potentially lead to a loss basically, right? Or a potential gain as well. So it can happen both ways basically. So yeah, like right now gold will start selling since oil is pumping, right? Oil is pushing up, gold will start dumping. We want to see one side sell volume. If that happens, we would try to take a sell side trade. Yeah, yeah. Overall, we were in an uptrend. However, the news came out and it just reversed on us, which is perfectly fine. So I'm not in a rush right now. Yeah, sometimes you will see, price hitting your TP, and that's the best feeling. And other times it's just, hits your stop loss, which is again part of doing the business, right? It's part of doing business. We're seeing, okay, volume is starting to dominate on one side, so I like to take a sell. Let's see if we can. It's starting to dominate on the sell side, so let's see if we can take a sell here. Target would be right here. Yeah, this is just solely based on the volume right here. If we can come to this 4619 level, potentially we just close the trade. Because we still have like $200 left from our daily loss, which we have allocated for ourselves. So we'll see if we can see volume starting to push. Okay, so flow is there, pressure is there, and okay. Yeah, if you don't see anything, we'll just close the trade. Where's the stop? Oh, the stop is way past. Okay, that's fine. It's a low risk trade for us anyways, so as long as we're seeing volume pushing, we should be good. 19. Yeah, this is like the last trade, guys. Like, I'm not going to take any trades after this. Yeah, we're not able to read market correctly today, so I'm not going to be, taking any other trades. One. Yep. Yeah, guys, market is in a range, so I'm just going to close here. Not going to trade anything else. We're just going to wait for another 20 seconds. Let's see if we can get a push. Just going to push the stop to right here. See if we can get a level to 4620 test. Nah, I'm just going to close the trade. There's no real push in the market right now, so it's just better to not take any trades because the market is not showing any clear direction. M and Q on the other side is showing a lot of selling. So this could be a good sell where the market tries to give back everything it made this morning. Yeah, this could be a nice sell for us based on the volume. Yeah, another way is to see if price comes below and then we take this area as the stop. And then we target a minimum 1:2, right? We're going to sell here 800. Stop is going to be 23,461. 23,461. And TP is going to be 23,304. 23,304. Twenty-three, 304. 900. 250. And stop is going to be, oh no, TP is going to be 23,304. Stop is going to be 23,461. 61. See volume dominating. See if we can get a move. Gold is dumping. Because if it doesn't dump, then it's mainly because of volume I'm taking these trades. Otherwise, we will not be taking any trades. This would potentially be the last trade. Because the volume has switched, right? So what Trendmaster does is Trendmaster gives you trades live in the market based on volume direction. Push the stop right above here. Oil is pumping. Nasdaq is dumping. It's right here, confirm. Just gonna like close the trade. I feel like we just keep it right here because that's where the moving averages lie, right? So noticed that if price pushes down, if it retests the level, that means the move was weak, but if it continues to push, it's going to give you a nice continuation move. Just gonna keep an eye on the news. If we do have any news, okay, Iranian, we targeted the industries belonging to Siemens and Telecom in Ben and Haifa. Okay, so they are just targeting Yeah, if market is doing this kind of move, guys, this means it's not willing to push. So, and plus, it is mainly, I don't want to be fighting market now. So I'm not going to be trading for the rest of the day. We're going to wait for another 30 minutes, but we're not understanding the volume correctly, and we're happy to admit it. So, yeah, I'm not going to take any more trades. We did take two trades basically based on the volume, but both trades did not, like, they failed to have a follow through. So, like, these trades should play out pretty quick, but if they're not, then we just gotta, exit the trades. We're not gonna take any trades. Yeah, oil is pushing. Uh, gold is dumping right now, and as you can see, it's very slow dump, like potentially as if there is a news that can come out and push it back up, right? So we don't want to be taking any trades in such an environment where uh, price wants to go up, but like there's no clear path forward, right? So we just gotta wait because uh, we're seeing, there is no volume domination on one side. See, there was volume domination here, but buyers stepped in and they just got rid of any domination and then they reduced it. And that's why you see, guys, here, price is kind of making that move to the upside. So yeah, we tried two trades, but both of them didn't work. We're just gonna call it a day. We're gonna target maybe the next trades in the next session. But yeah, those were some of the trades that we'll be taking on live stream this morning. Uh, Normally, I've noticed the what do you say? The New York session is a very choppy, very unpredictable. It's not rangy. I might just stop not trading New York session going forward because there's no clean direction during the session. The session just pretty much gives you choppy moves, or it moves really slowly, or if it moves, it doesn't really follow through with its move. So this is some of the things. These are some of the things that I might not, we might not be able to, you know, uh, these conditions are not ideal. Like especially when we had earlier, we would have a news maybe like once a week, well, like maybe every other day during the week, or there will be a week full of news, and you'll see gold making gold making its push. But when such things happen, when we could have a surprise news at any time, what algorithms do is they respond to the news and then they try to sell the market or buy the market or whatever, and there's no volume follow through. So yeah, like eventually it might just push up here because of the structure, but for any price to move, there has to be volume. If there's no volume, you're just trapping yourself and you're getting into a ranging conditions, and those conditions might not be ideal for you to take any trade setups. So we're just gonna wait, guys. Not in a rush, not too worried about potential setups, uh, because we can come back and take our setups during the Asian session or the London session, depending on if we do find any trade setups then. So yeah, like overall right now, it's pretty much in a range. If you go back and mark out our levels again, we can see uh, price has, okay, we're just gonna delete everything, okay? So if you go here, we look here, we'll see, okay, on a daily, we have this level right here, and we have this level right here. On weekly, on 2 hour, we have this level right here, and then we have another level right here. So this is going to be green, and this is also going to be green. So this tells us, okay, so this is our 2 hour high, this is our 2 hour low. Go to 30 minutes. Okay, so we see we have a clean resistance right here, and we have a support right here. Okay, so yeah, we have a support and resistance, and now price is trying to push up again, and then we have our high as well, and then the previous day high, price is already trading above it, right? So everything is kind of pointing towards bull side, but we don't really see volume supporting the move. Price is kind of coming down, so yeah, like this is something we just got to keep an eye on, and we don't want to be, so yeah, like overall right now, price is in a bullish territory, and we're seeing that bullish move coming out on a 30-minute. Let's see. Yeah, we want to see a 30-minute close above this level. So current 30-minute candle should close above this level, and that's when we might see good entries. But yeah, we might just be sideliners this time. We will not be taking any trades unless we find one-sided volume coming in. That's when we want to be jumping in and taking a trade. But till then, there is no move and there is no trade. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like market is just not in a mood today, which is okay. Which is okay, guys. Yeah, we're just gonna observe the market from the sidelines. Yeah, it's trying to push up, and it did earlier on, and the continuation move didn't work. So if, let's say, we get a continuation move and we do see volume backing the move, we might jump in, but till then we're just gonna wait on the sidelines. Because a lot of the times what happens is, like, market will do its thing, and then it'll make the move, and then it just depends on the regime, right? It just depends on if it's in a hunting mode or if it's in continuation mode. So right now it seems like it is in that hunting mode. So we are in a range, like overall with volume. So you see there's not a lot of volume pushing the price. So when that's the case, you want to stay clear of the price. So yeah. Yeah, overall, as you're seeing, the volume is starting to pick up again on the buy side, but this is clear manipulation because oil is going up, gold is going up, indices are going up. Earlier we have seen when oil goes up, gold and indices will dump. Like right now what we are seeing is not consistent with what we want to normally see, right? We want to see gold pushing down when oil is pushing up. So we clearly can see manipulation happening in the market right now. So they're taking gold up to bring it back down. And this clearly can be seen here from this price action. And yeah, I'm not taking any trades anymore. It's just looking at the price right now. Like I won't be taking any more trades. Yeah, we might just want to be staying clear of the market for now. So support and resistance. Price needs to break the resistance for us to look to the upside. We're trading above the previous day high, previous to our high. And right now we're trying to trade above the support. Yeah, if we do see a continuation move, it will be a very, very clean move. But if it's not dominated with volume, then we might have to just wait. Okay, let me see quickly if there is any news that, is triggering this, basically. Sometimes it's just, news comes out and things starts pushing. Trump declares to say, if Vance and Whitecoff are like, say if, okay, other nations, oh, he declined to say if Vance and Whitcoff are headed to Pakistan, Trump, other nations can reopen the Hormuz. The war against Iran won't last much longer. Will reopen automatically after US exits. Okay. But the problem is, are we seeing an end to the war? Like, that's where the problem lies. Like, I don't see, like, it just depends on the market, how the market responds here. But he has been saying this for quite a while now. So we don't know if the market responds positively or negatively. Uh, but let's see, guys. Like, he's speaking right now, so that's why a lot of volatility is coming in. Yeah, and I'll not be taking any trades until we see one-sided volume domination. Yeah, the market sometimes just behaves differently, which is fine. We were willing to, accept our loss, and we did accept our loss. Uh, Today was one of those days. Yeah, everything is pointing towards the bull side. Uh, we want to see, you know, some sort of volume domination. Like, I'm not happy with the type of volume I'm seeing right now. Yeah, guys, it's 14 minutes to the stream and ending of the stream. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of movement in volume, but we're seeing a lot of movement in price, but it's not being followed through with volume. So you guys want to be just, mindful right now. It's risky market right now. Market is rangy, right? It's range bound right now. Look at the oil. We had this clean move, but then it reversed because there's no clear domination of the volume on one side, right? So that's why you see that reversals, those reversals really pretty much coming in heavy. Okay. So yeah, we're just waiting, guys, patiently. We took almost like three trades. One was our regular trade on gold setup based on our bias for the day. It was our classic continuation setup. But since we did not have volume, aggressive volume backing the move, we did not see that continuation take place. And then eventually we had to close for a loss. We did try to take two different setups later on. I think one was in gold, where we were trying to, go sell side based on aggressive volume domination on one side. And then we tried to take another sell trade on NASDAQ. And that was also aggressive sell domination on one side. And this was mainly because of, it was mainly to show you guys how we can use trend master indicator to take advantage of sudden change in volume. Majority of the time it works, but days like today it's difficult. These are difficult, these are bad market conditions to trade in, especially with news coming out after every 5 to 20 minutes. And volume has no clear domination on one side, which is leading to price not, choosing a direction. It's pretty much staying range bound at this level, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, we're seeing price as, kind of moving in this range right here. So yeah, it might start pumping later on, but right now, based on what we see in the market, there's not a lot of movement. Guys, we're only 5 minutes to close, so I'm just gonna call it a stream. Call it an end of the call it a day basically, and then we will catch up tomorrow, same time, and then we will look for trade setups based on our Bullion Bulls trading system. Remember, no strategy is perfect. No strategy is going to work all the time, but there are days when strategies will work. There are days when strategies will not work. So today was one of those days. We will now look for trades next. We'll look for trades next. So we'll look for trades tomorrow. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day and be safe out there. Okay then, guys. Bye.